Hey guys, Mark here. Back with another video. Just wanted to show off some updates I did on the Z. So as you can see, I'm back to my old hood. I had this carbon fiber hood on there, so I'm gonna get rid of that and sell it. But I just like the old hood, look better. Another thing I did was no more stick to hold the hood up. So I got these brackets from Sean Jarman. That guy has pretty much everything, so that's nice. Got the stock hood struts like I should. So one thing I recently did, I switched out all of the fuel hose because I was kind of getting this, faint fuel smell, and I didn't really like it. It makes you might make you a little dizzy after a while. So I switched over to PTFE hose, so that's Teflon lined on the inside. So I drove it around the block a couple times. I don't think I really smell any fuel anymore, so that's good. All the hoses completely were done. So I still have a Dash 8 coming in, Dash 8 crossover, and then out is 6AN, Dash 6AN, then that goes back to the tank. The other major thing I changed is the exhaust hot side. So I had 2 1/4 inch V-bands and crossover pipe. Now that's been upgraded to 2 1/2 inch, mainly because this Y here I bought is a 2.5 inch to 3 inch Y. Got that from Vibrant Performance. And then I heat wrapped it. The black DIY ceramic coat you see there didn't really work out that well on the crossover. It started flaking off. You can see in some of my old pictures of the engine bay, it's flaking off pretty bad. So this time I just wrapped it in heat wrap. So that's all 2 1/2 inch. I redid, the merge there. The downpipe I changed. As you can see now, there's actually a bit of space between the downpipe and the plug wires. This plug wire specifically back here. This one I kept burning up on the downpipe, so that's wrapped. I also moved the O2 sensor for my wideband. It used to be, somewhere around here. Now it's tucked down there, so it looks cleaner. And then of course I had to redo the wastegate. It's very tight, but I can't even fit a finger through there. There's not much room. It doesn't rub or anything, but then it just dumps out right there. And then I put a little P-clamp on this turbo oil feed. I also redid the turbo drain because that used to be in stainless steel hose. This is just black braided hose, so it's a lot more flexible. My old hose was it was rubbing on something and starting to get through the it was getting through the stainless steel mesh, so that wasn't good. So I'll have to keep an eye on this one, make sure it's not rubbing on anything. I switched my radiator cap to 16-pound cap. The old one I had was 20 PSI, and that might have been why I blew freeze plugs out of the head. You can see here, I also got these ICT billet freeze plug holders. Keep the freeze plugs in, because I actually blew this one out and then the one on the back of the head on this side too. And I think it might have also been caused by the heavy radiator cap spring. So that's been fixed. You can kind of see there, copper sprayed head gaskets. I took the heads off, put new freeze plugs in this one that blew out. I took off both sides, cleaned them up, cleaned the heads, cleaned the block surface and copper sprayed head gaskets, and bolted it all back together. So I only took it out, a couple times, but so far it's holding. So that's good. Let's hope it stays that way. Eventually, I've got this sensor here. I already have one hooked up for fuel pressure. You can see it right there. So I'm gonna get another one hooked up for coolant pressure, so I can see when, the head gasket's starting to push cylinder pressure into the cooling system. So that'll be nice to see. be able to log that and all that. Yeah, I guess I didn't mention I got new plug wires too. They're like a 90 right off the plug to kind of give you more clearance. Unfortunately, you know, these LS3 style coils are a little longer, like where the plug wire plugs into the coil. So these are meant for other different coils that, you know, they'll plug in up here somewhere. So they got a little bit of slack because they're too long, but you know, it works. So yeah, engine bay looks good, all back together. It still isn't fully tuned, but I'm running around on a bass tune my buddy sent me. He has a very similar setup, Matt Dexter. So shout out to him for the tune. It's running pretty good on the tune. You know, I had to mess with it a little bit. It still probably needs some work, but it's working okay. Yeah, and then the last thing I changed that I can think of right now, oh yeah, the antenna. I got rid of the antenna and put a body plug, like body panel plug in there. It's a 1-inch plug, so that looks cleaner. Grab my creeper. Get under the car here. All right, I'm back. Crawled under the car, but you couldn't really see it, so here you go. I turned the flash on. So I got this GK Tech diff brace because these Z/G diffs, they only have one stud, as you can see, so this will stiffen it up. It's bolted to the diff and then it drilled a hole and bolted it to the subframe. It's meant specifically for, you know, a 350Z, 370Z, G35, G37 diff and an S14 subframe. And then I got this Megan Racing tow rod bar brace, so it ties in the two tow rod mounting points together, stiffens up the rear subframe. So I got that. So last thing I want to talk about is this GK Tech subframe bracing here. Stickers, gotta have those. But these are weld-in reinforcement plates. Comes with the installation guide and a bunch of different plates here, like these here. You weld them onto the, you know, one of the mounting points for the lower control arm or something. I don't know exactly where these ones go, but you just weld them into the subframe and it's bracing, basically stiffens it up. So it's supposed to help stiffen the subframe and improve 60-foot times and things like that. So I'll just have to try those on. It's not going to be fun. I'm going to have to drop the whole subframe to, you know, grind some paint off and weld those on, but I might wait till this winter to do that. Try to enjoy the car while it's warm. So, well, that's it for this video. That's pretty much all the updates I've got. You know, actually, one more thing. I got these gauges here that I added. So that one is a, you know, my AEM wideband. And then this one over here, that is for oil pressure. I just have to hook that up. The gauge isn't wired or anything. It's just stuck in there for now. I got those gauge pod holders you see. They work pretty well. I got them from the Z Garage. You can find him on YouTube or his website. So, and then I guess I should talk about this too, my other project that I'm going to start on. It's a 1962 Triumph TR4. So I'm going to be restoring that. It's my dad's old car. So that's it for the updates. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next video.